Mr. Wagner, in this matter, you're before the court charged with civil contempt of court due to your failure to pay child support and or related expenses. Upon a first conviction, you could be ordered to serve up to 45 days in jail. If it's a second or subsequent offense, up to 90 days in jail. You understand the charges, sir?
Yes, I understand.
All right. The docket before you, Your Honor, is 2019-846DS in the matter of Ms. Kelly Bridges versus Mr. Derek Wagner, with Mr. Wagner being the payer. This is an adjourned enforcement hearing. I was adjourned to allow him to be represented by court-appointed attorney as requested. It was originally, prior to that adjournment, a bench warrant hearing for his failure to appear at a referee hearing on June 13th of 2022. The order being enforced today is the modified uniform child support order dated January 13th of 2020, which states that his current child support is $109. After servicing and processing fees, brings it to $112.50. His last payment was $148.28 on September 3rd of 2021 via unemployment. He has been show cause 3 times with 1 bench warrant and 1 finding of contempt. The previous 6 months at $112.50, he should have paid $675, and he has paid none.
Because he's a bum.
Calm down. The message is already clear. You may not like the defendant, but the enforcement officer is presenting the evidence thoroughly and step by step. Every fact that strengthens your side of the case is being laid out in a way the court can follow. Yet your repeated, disruptive outbursts are undermining that progress. Instead of reinforcing your argument, they're painting a picture of someone who has little respect for courtroom order. And in a setting like this, that behavior doesn't just hurt your credibility, it risks landing you in contempt of court.
As of February 28th of 2023, his total arrearages are $4,747.94. There have been no previous jail sentences with that previous contempt hearing. Mr. Wagner was booked in on March 3rd in the Calhoun County Jail on separate charges. When he was booked in on our warrant, he was in jail from February 16th to February 23rd.
Okay, do you have any questions for Ms. Wills?
Yes. Ms. Wills, has he been in jail since February 16th?
No, so he was in jail February 16th to February 23rd. He bonded out on the 23rd, and then he was booked back into jail on March 3rd. And he's been there since March 3rd on separate charges that are not FOC related.
And does he qualify for the LEAP program?
Nope.
No, so with Mr. Wagner, let me make sure that we have his correct address on file. The previous address, he does qualify for LEAP. However, due to, us not being able to get in contact with him and having the bench warrant for so long, he did not qualify. He does now, as long as he doesn't have any other warrants in the state of Michigan.
Okay, thank you. No further questions.
Okay. Any proofs, Mr. Secretary?
Yes, I'd call Mr. Wagner.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, Mr. Wagner, can you hear me?
Yes.
You heard the testimony of Ms. Wills, is that correct?
Yes.
Is there anything that you disagreed with?
No, sir.
Okay. So you were booked in, looks like February 16th, and then you bonded out on February 23rd by posting a $100 bond. Is that correct?
Correct.
Are you willing to put that bond amount towards your child support arrearages?
Absolutely.
He needs to pay more than $100.
You need to stop interrupting immediately. Disrupting the proceedings with disrespectful comments isn't just bad form. It can cost you both time and money. Resources you've made clear are important for your child's well-being. The smarter choice is to remain silent until it's your turn to speak. By letting the court carry out its process without interference, you protect your position and avoid unnecessary consequences. In this environment, composure is your best defense.
Okay, hold on a second. Ms. Bridges, we're taking testimony from Mr. Wagner, not from you at this time. You'll have an opportunity to speak after that, so please don't interrupt.
Okay. All right. Ms. Wills testified that you're being held on other criminal charges in the jail. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a hearing date or a release date for those other charges?
I have a release date on the 8th.
On April 8th,
Yes, sir.
you're expected to be released.
Yes.
Okay. Prior to February 16th of 2023, were you employed?
No.
Lie.
Hold on a
Okay.
second. Just hold on. Ms. Bridges, was I unclear about not speaking or interrupting? Ma'am?
So what? Y'all can shake a piece of shit motherfucking hand and say
Hey,
congratulations.
ma'am, ma'am, if you go off like that, you can be held in contempt of court and go to jail. Do you want to do that?
Just proceed to the fucking court hearing and shut up.
This man issues arrest warrants for a living. Luck has nothing to do with it. His decisions are based on evidence, procedure, and the authority of the court. Anyone hoping to skate by on chance or charm is quickly reminded that this process isn't about luck at all. It's about law, order, and accountability.
Ma'am? One more outburst or one more vulgarity and you will be going to jail. You understand?
Good luck.
What, ma'am?
I said good luck. Finish court.
She may come across as outspoken and confrontational, but in this moment she does raise a fair point. And honestly, judging by the way both sides are clashing and carrying on, it almost feels like these two are perfectly matched in their behavior.
Ms. Bridges, you can ask Mr. Wagner any questions pertaining to the issue before the court, which is his non-payment of child support. Do you have any questions?
I already know why his non-payment of child support is. Why he's had a job the whole time working for Larson's Construction, making $26 an hour underneath the table for months now.
Okay,
Instead,
ma'am, this is your time to ask him questions, not for you to give a statement at this point. So if you have any questions for him, ask those.
okay, Derek, seeing you had money to buy alcohol, why were you not paying your child support?
I was terminated because you had contacted FOC before I had a chance to be placed on payroll, so I was terminated.
That's not my fault. You know you're supposed to pay child support. Pay your shit. Be a man. Instead of a bum drunk.
Karen, just like everyone else on that Zoom call, you're expected to behave exactly as if you were physically inside the courtroom. Ask yourself this: would you ever light a cigarette while sitting in front of a judge? Of course not. The same standard applies here. So don't treat a virtual hearing as anything less serious. Respect the process, show proper conduct, and leave the smoking for after the session.
Court will make the following finding in this matter. In this case, Mr. Wagner has a minimal support obligation of $148.50 per month, including his arrearage repayment in this matter. That, in fact, over the last year, he has, as he stated, he's worked approximately 2.5 months during that time, making $200 per week. On each of those weeks, that he acknowledges that he simply failed to pay, and there's no excuse for not doing so. In addition to that, he did have odd jobs. He stated that he's been hindered somewhat because he has not had an ID or birth certificate, etc., to acquire employment, but he has not stated any effort he's made to acquire that. Likewise with the GED, other than that he's had no money to do that. The court will find that he has had the present and the ability to pay, that he's failed or refused to pay, and therefore he is in contempt of court. Anything before sentencing, Mr. Sacre?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. My client testified that he will be on probation upon his release and his other criminal matters, and he will be.
All right, everyone, that wraps up today's coverage. This case unfolded just a couple of days ago, So if there are any new developments, I'll be sure to bring you an update. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit the like button. If not, let me know with a dislike. And either way, share your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest courtroom stories and legal commentary. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.